I know it's fine.
And we don't need to waste space. It's rolling. We're not gonna act like we didn't just have an argument 5 minutes ago, so. Anyway, so y'all asked us about doing some story time videos. Well, y'all didn't ask us. We asked you. We asked y'all if you'd like to see story time videos on our channel more often, and y'all voted yes. So, yeah, so that's what we're finna do. Basically this storytime video is going to be about the time that we pretty much got, like, I want to say sexually harassed. Yeah, I mean, even though, well, we'll get into the details, but pretty much it was sexual harassment. So here's the timeline of things. So we were working with Ashton Long. If you don't know who Ashton Long is, you need to follow her on Instagram. Yeah, we'll put her information somewhere
down there.
Ashton Long, she's the founder of The Authentic Woman, and also her husband Josh Smith. Well, Ashton Smith now, they're married, and so she was doing a promo video for her new campaign for 2019. And so Taylor and I were in the video, and we were just shooting downtown Raleigh. So we were downtown near like the Progress Energy Center, I think. Yeah, Duke Energy Center. Yeah. So we were downtown near in that area, and we parked in front of the Lincoln Theater. Now, mind you, I had wore some boots that day for the shoot that were bomb. I had on some Fashion Nova jeans. Shout out to Fashion Nova. Their stuff is amazing. So I had some high-waisted Fashion Nova jeans on and like a mustard yellow turtleneck. We had just straightened our hair. So we were like not being, you know, any type of way, but we were really dressed up. Like we were looking like we was not playing around. Yeah.
How do we get the line right?
I don't know. But yeah.
You get the gist.
You get the gist. And then Taylor had on her lemonade dress, Beyonce. It was mustard yellow. She had her hair straight. She had on her heels, everything. So we were not out here in like sweatpants or nothing like that. Like we were dressed up.
This one's okay.
Yeah. So that's
I
Taylor.
look like this.
Yeah. So we were really dressed up. And the boots, they were comfortable for the first like 3 hours of the day. And then once we had started walking on that pavement and like just the ball of my foot was on fire. Like I felt like Satan himself was in the bottom of them shoes. Like literally, I'm a clean freak. Everybody knows I'm a clean freak. But I literally thought about taking the shoes off and walking barefoot back to the car. That's how bad my feet were hurting after walking in downtown Raleigh for that long. Literally, I was finna take them mugs off, throw them over my shoulder, and walk barefoot to the car. And by the way, just to plug, this is not in any type of way connected to Ashton Long and Authentic Woman series.
Oh, yeah,
I just want to say that, like, this has nothing to do with her. Like, we so enjoy working with her, and we can't wait for y'all to see the project and everything like this. So this has nothing to do with her. But so we went back and got to the parking lot, and we realized like, oh, we haven't taken any pictures in our outfits. Like, when do we ever get to dress up? Because since we dance all the time, any special event that we go to, we're always in our dance clothes. I'm always teaching dance, so I always have on leggings and a sweatshirt. We work daycare part-time during the day. So we're always in just raggedy stuff. So we don't ever get to dress up and be cute. So I was like, we need to get some pictures because when are we going to be able to dress up again, you know? So Taylor was like, well, it's getting dark, and just being so paranoid. Like,
I'm paranoid, and that's all I gotta say. I'm paranoid. And so she thought I was being just paranoid, but I have this, like, what do you call it, sixth sense?
Yeah, she does have good intuition.
Intuition. Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's all Spy Kids.
Oh.
Intuition.
We both have very good intuition. But sometimes she can be paranoid and it's not intuition.
I think it's intuition.
So she would start saying like, oh my God, it's getting dark. And it was like 6 o'clock and it was not dark. Not even 6. It was like 5:30 and it was not getting dark at all.
And I just forgot to tell her that earlier realized it was some type of sketchy van dropping people off, and they were all like men and drunk. And I just forgot to tell her that because I was just so anxious. And so she just thought I was being like paranoid or whatever, but I wasn't. I just forgot to tell her all the information.
Yeah, so she didn't tell me she'd seen the bus drop off some people earlier before we went to shoot. So we were parked, so it was like 2 decks, 2 lots. So say this is the lot where our car is, and this is the lot where we're standing. And so we were walking. I was like, well, we might as well just take our pictures here because we're not going to get nowhere else safer in Raleigh, like by ourselves, 2 women. So we might as well just take them in this lot right by our car. And it'll take like 5 minutes. So we were taking them in the thing, taking them in the lot. Taylor had taken her pictures, and I was about to take my pictures.
And I was like, hurry up, just hurry.
And so I was taking my pictures. All of a sudden, we hear that daggone bus pull up.
And that's when I forgot. I was like, oh man, I forgot to tell her. And we both turned around.
We both turned around and looked at the same time and saw those 2 men getting off that bus. We turned around, looked at each other. Taylor was taking my picture. Literally, the phone started coming down slow. We were looking at each other like, we got to get to my car. It was like, you could see the telepathy was like, get to the car.
So insane.
Get to the car. Because we just could feel something was went to go down.
Pop off. Yeah.
So, lo and behold, we hear one of the men say, oh, girl, I like your boots. And I was like, thanks. And I just kept walking, and he kept saying stuff about the boots, and then it turned into him saying things about me. And we were not replying anymore at this time.
And we're not gonna say what he was saying
because
it's too.
Some of the stuff he was saying was too explicit to put on here. But just know that he caught up with us. So we're here.
I don't know how.
I don't know how because they were literally a good ways away, and we were walking as fast as we could.
No, we were walking fast, but like we were still calm.
We were calm, but we was booking it. Somehow he got to us before we could get in the car, and Taylor had my keys.
I didn't know but
she didn't know she had my keys because I had given her my keys when she was taking my pictures. I gave her my phone and my keys.
We must have somehow switched because I think maybe you gave me your keys to get my phone because we weren't thinking clearly.
Yeah, I guess.
So it was like,
she had the keys, and
I didn't know I had the keys because you know that dissociation.
Yes. So we got to the car, and the man is just like clearly drunk, like drunk. Like you could smell the alcohol, like drunk. And he started, making like sexual comments about me. And, he was pretty close to me, standing pretty close to me. And
like literally no space between.
Yeah.
He was spitting.
He was spitting. It was just, oh my God. So at this point, like I'm a very,
calm.
I'm a very calm person when it comes to things like that. Like I'm not very, I don't know. I just.
Expressive.
Yeah. I know how to, a lot of stuff is going on in my mind, but I know how to keep a, like, poker face. And she's not.
Well, no, I'm good at acting like I am. But then after a while, my real emotions just get too much.
Yeah. We're gonna video. Let's turn around and show like where we were like with the car. I guess. How can we do that? Making me use that red thing as the car and put the camera back there.
We're not about to do this.
I just want them to see what was happening.
Okay.
So yeah. So pretend like this is my car. I'm standing on the driver's side.
We forgot to explain that when he came in front of us, he blocked off Jalen's whole side of the car. She couldn't get in her front.
He was standing directly in front of me, and I'm on the driver's side, but he was standing right in front of the door to get in my car. So it's not like I could open the car. First, I couldn't open the car because I didn't have the keys. My doors were locked. She had the keys. Didn't know she had the keys. He was standing in front of my driver's seat, and I was scared to be.
No, I'm sorry. I just remember.
I was scared to ask her to give me the keys because, when you're dealing with these type of situations, you don't want the other person to know that you're scared or something because they'll take advantage of that. So I didn't want to flat out be like, "Hey, Taylor, give me my keys and go." Like
you got the jingles. You got the clank, clank, clank.
we got to get this. We got to speed this up. So he was standing in front of me, and he started like coming up on me, you know, and all I
like this.
Yeah. I just kept thinking in my head, if this man touches me, we finna be out here brawling.
Literally, I was looking at the rocks on the pavement. I was like, I'm about to bash somebody's head right here.
Yeah,
I
just kept thinking, if he touches me, because literally he was this close to me,
spitting
like
on,
talking to me like this, and you know, commenting on my body and things like that, derogatory things that I'm not gonna repeat. But like I in my mind, when he started getting close to me, that's the moment that I started to get a little bit of fear in me, because I just didn't know, like, if he touched me, like, I knew it was not going to be pretty. So at this point, Taylor was smart, and she called my mom.
Yeah, I was like, okay, use your acting skills. I was like, okay, call mom, and I was like,
yeah,
hey mom, I was like, Jalen, mom wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
But the dude was drunk, so he didn't care. So I just kept her on there so she could hear what was happening.
Right. So finally, he didn't, like, she said he was drunk, so he didn't even care. He was like, tell your mama I want to marry you, and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, side note, he started screaming across the car.
Oh my gosh. No, he was standing right here.
Know about me.
This is the moment that I got fear me, like, Taylor
literally, my fist literally did the author thing, you know,
Arthur.
I was like, I'm about to fight.
Taylor hadn't given me the keys yet, and at this moment when he did this, I was looking at Taylor like, please, just read my mind. In this moment, we need to be twins for real. He was all pushing up on me. Then he looks at Taylor and said,
you know who you look like? And I was like, who? And he's like, you look like my pet chihuahua. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, thank you. And he's like, yeah, you and he said something about me being cute or something, even though I had braces.
Yes.
And he was like, I could just jump over to this car and kiss you. And I was like, I wasn't doing really bad. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I was literally like quavering. I was like,
so when he said I could just jump over this car and kiss you right now, I was
both
thinking in my head, okay, this is just not good.
It was a mess.
So Taylor finally realizes she has the keys, gives them to me.
I go over,
but he's still blocking my door, and I cannot get in the car. So I started thinking, okay, can I climb in my back seat and then lock the doors and then climb through and get in the front?
And I was thinking I could climb in the front car and Jalen could climb in the back, and I could try to drive us off.
Yeah, no. So finally, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how we got him, how he started backing up. I can't remember how I got like in between him and the door.
You kind of wiggled. You kept like saying, "Okay, well, we have to."
I kept talking, like playing along with what he was saying,
but easing up while you were talking.
As I was talking, and I was like, "Okay, well, you know, it's nice meeting you. We gotta go." And so we gotta blast. So I finally got in the car. Then he starts banging on my window, asking for some money. And so I was like, this is probably what he wanted the whole time.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's not going to leave if I don't give any money. So Taylor's like yelling at me in the car.
Look, I had
making me nervous. I was trying to find some change, and my hands were shaking.
Her hands are literally like everything.
And mind you, he's still looking in the window.
And I'm like, run him over! She's like, run over his toes! Run over his toes!
And I'm like, Taylor, even though he was harassing us, he didn't technically touch us. So if I run him over, I'm gonna be the one looking like, you know, at fault. And
we're women on top of that.
And we're women, and we're black. I mean, let's just be honest. We're black and we're women. So come on, that scenario already is not in our favor when it comes to, you know, this type of stuff. So finally we got in the car, and I'm gonna move this up now. So I guess we didn't really need to even stand up to show that wasn't that big of a deal.
No, it just gave him a little visual.
Yeah. So anyway, here's Rico.
Hey, Bookie.
So anyway, I finally got in the car, and Taylor's telling me to run his toes over.
I was screaming.
I was like,
I had just, because I had been playing for so long, it just kind of burst out. I had really gone I had lost my brain molecules.
Taylor is the very hasty one out of us.
I'm the one with the pan in my hand.
She is very, and I'm the one that...
She has all the brains.
No, I just take time, strategize, and think through things, and she does as she feels. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm still looking for some change because I know he's not gonna leave if we don't give him this money. And he's getting loud again. So I'm like, I let down the window like this much and like slip the change.
Literally, you were like doing the saw.
I would slip that change through there. And then he like gave us some gloves.
We rolled the window back up and he was like, no, roll that window back down.
Yeah.
And it was like spit going everywhere. It was spit all over the windows. And I was like, Jalen, run the dude over. I was just like, I'm over this. And so Jalen said, no, I can't. So you rolled it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I got a gift to give y'all. And I was like, I don't want the gift. It's not even Christmas.
I know. But he put like these plush gloves and like slid these plush gloves through the window, which we threw away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a really like looking back on it, like I'm never gonna forget that. Like
we prayed through the whole situation too.
I was praying the whole time, like, God, just help us to like make the right decisions and so that we don't make the situation worse. But I could feel that the situation was de-escalating normally, so I just kept riding it out. I didn't really think that it was necessary for us to make any dramatic moves because I could tell that it was starting to ride out. And on her, she was already ready to fight. And I was just like, just calm down. If we just play our cards right, it will naturally, de-escalate. But the bottom line is that that's not always the case, that it's going to de-escalate. And, we were very fortunate that it ended the way it did for us. Yeah. And that's not the case with a lot of women. Yeah. And, just reflecting on it, like, we were just thinking, like...
If we were men.
Yeah, if we would have been men, first of all... He would have never said nothing to us. Yeah. Never would have come up to us. And if we would have had a man with us, he never would have come up to us. Never.
He might would have, but he would have walked off.
He probably would have like catcalled us from across the road, but he would have never come up to us.
He might would have said something because he was drunk.
But he never would have come up to us though. And that's the thing, like just this idea in society that just because you're a woman, like that you somehow it's okay for you to be treated that way, or it's okay for a man to do those types of things, if you're alone or if you're by yourself. And even as Black women, we
have other things we have to watch out for 10 times more.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And so just the feeling of like, dang, we can't even be in downtown Raleigh, like dressed up by ourselves without the fear of like being harassed is kind of scary,
annoying.
And to think about. Yeah. So... we wanted to
share. But we did look bomb though.
I mean, we was cute or whatever that day. I mean, we was looking kind of fine. But like I said, I'm just saying, like, it's just, looking back in it, it's just kind of, it was eye-opening because, like, we've never been in that, like, serious of a situation before.
Yeah, and I think that's why I exploded so badly.
Yeah.
I'll be better next time, I promise.
She's definitely never experienced that. I have, but not on that serious of a scale. Yeah. To where, like, this close to being actually, like,
we thought we were going to be, like, the next Taken movie. That's how bad it was. We probably didn't explain it to that extent, but it was bad.
We had to add some humor to it because... in the moment, it was not funny at all.
I was crying. Jalen was like, you're crying halfway. He was like telling me to shut up because I was crying so bad.
It's like, stop crying!
Man, and I had to ride home with like tear stains with my mascara down because we had no tissue, no hand sanitizer. And I had just touched those nasty gloves. So I was like, oh my God.
And mind you, we were not asking for it. We were not being promiscuous. We weren't doing nothing but taking pictures on just minding our own business. So it's not like we were out here calling attention to ourselves or anything like that. Like, I was fully dressed and she was fully dressed.
I was fully clothed.
You saw the picture. Like, we were fully clothed. And even if we weren't, like, it still doesn't give somebody the right to...
Because men walk around with their shirts off all the time. Right. You don't see women going up to them and...
Yeah.
you know, like...
Yeah, you just don't. So... you know, just coming to that reality of what happened and that it can happen again, and it happens all the time. And some women are not as fortunate as we were to end up with it just de-escalating naturally. Really is kind of disheartening. So we kind of wanted to do this video, one, just to add something different to our YouTube channel, so y'all can kind of get to know us better as people. Two, to bring awareness to this, because, like, you know, it's not a cool thing. And
ain't cool at all. I thought I was gonna need counseling after that, because that whole wrestling night, it was hard. I couldn't even eat. But that might mean, I wasn't dramatic.
Just to see, like, someone is, like, treating you like you're an object.
Yeah.
And that's a trending thing, too, like, with men and women. Like, it's just a trending thing. Even listening to music, like, I was listening to K97.5. Yes, I still listen to K97.5 every now and then. We're dancers. Yeah, we're dancers. Most of the stuff on there is trash, but some of it can be bops.
I know.
But and then listening to men talking about women as if they are objects and property.
Yeah.
And just like they are.
Slide in. We wore shirts yesterday.
Yeah, we had shirts in our master class yesterday. Property of nobody.
The video.
I know. Property of nobody.
Yeah.
And that translates in a lot of different ways.
In a lot of different ways. But a lot of different ways.
A lot of different ways. I know. But we won't get into all that. We just wanted to share that with y'all, let y'all into our life a little bit more, and bring awareness. If you're a woman, if you're a black woman, not just black woman, but if you're any woman, like, just be careful, be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
If you don't have, like, pepper spray or a shank or
you know,
have something with you that you can protect yourself with. When you're out alone, always try to be with somebody else if you're in a place that
I
you
like
don't
using
know.
the environment around me, though, like the rocks. Whatever's around.
So just be aware of your surroundings at all times. My dad has taught us that, like, when you go into a place, always make sure you can see the entrance, the exit. Make sure you're aware of what's going on around you, who's walking by you, behind you. Just be aware. And so all right. We will see you again for our next story time, where we will be talking about me getting elderberry.
A little bit of me, but not really.
Stay tuned for that, and we will talk to y'all next time.